I believe I'll testify. I got a testimony. God has been good to me. I got a testimony. Sound like one of the mothers. But not for real. I have a testimony, and hear me out. It's your girl Kirky, and this is Fit for Christ. And yes, I'm gonna tell you a story. Many people who are trainers have always been fit. You know, they've always been athletic. They've always been, right? So for me, in high school, I ran track. And when I got to college, I didn't run track. But I was active. We had a gym, and I made sure I went. You know, your girl stayed in the gym, okay? And I worked out with my friends. Even after college, walk around the campus and do workouts. One of my friends, she would do the cardio aspect, and I would do the strength stuff, right? So it was the perfect plan, you know. And then as I got older, of course, you know, I pretty much stayed fit. I mean, there were times where I wasn't as fit as I wanted, but I've always been intentional about my fitness, right? About my health, because I knew that in my field, exercise science, kinesiology, that if I'm going to portray that, then that's what I wanted to do, because I always wanted to be in the career field of physical therapy. So you gotta be physically active in order for you to be effective. Okay. So nevertheless, so right when I went back to school, was it 2018? 2018. Cool, you know. And then 2019, that's when things got a little crazy. So in school, I started working overnight, and you're not supposed to work, but you know.
But you gonna pay my bills.
I didn't have anybody to live with, and I was of age to take care of myself. So I didn't go back to school until I was 30. Well, I didn't get accepted back into a program until I was 30. And so it was rough, and I had to do what I had to do. But nevertheless, so, you know, working an overnight job. Then I was still working at a gym as a manager, and I was still doing training, or, you know, doing my own thing a little bit. And then if you count that, that's kind of 2 jobs. And then I was also still working at a physical therapy clinic, you know, a couple of days throughout the week. That was really kind of helping me apply the things that I was learning in school, like, for real. Like, oh, snap, this is what we was learning. This makes sense, okay? So I was getting a lot of education, doing a lot of things. And in order for me to survive, especially at the nighttime job where I worked overnight on the weekends, then I became dependent on caffeine. And it wasn't bad at first. I just really only drank it when I was there. And it was more so like a certain time of the night, I felt myself, you know I needed to go ahead and get that kick so then I could make it home as well. So I had a little routine. So I was good. I wasn't really addicted at that time. And also, you know, I didn't drink dark drinks. I was always anti-dark soda because I was like on Dr. Pepper for a while. But, whew, child, thank God for deliverance. But nevertheless, so yeah, so over time, you know, so when I would get off, so at the time I would have to work on like Monday. So when I got off on Sunday, I would go to church, go home, take a little nap, go to church, come back, go to sleep. And then on Sunday night, Sunday morning I got home, I would take a little nap, get up, and drink an energy drink so that I could make it through the day. And that was that. I made it through. So that became a routine for me until the schedule changed again. Okay, so long story short, you know, I was drinking energy drinks, I was drinking caffeine, and then I was just making poor choices, eating choices. Like, I wasn't as healthy as I could or should. I was, you know, wanting Mexican, and, you know, I was just doing my own thing. And then especially when 2020 happened, you know, your girl was here. By this time, I was addicted, okay? I was drinking 3 to 4 Pepsis a day. And don't let me go to Dollar General or the Dollar Tree, because they had the 16 ounces for $1. So I would definitely be getting at least 2 to 3 of them, okay? And then the stores around the corner from me, the gas station, and there was a little a grocery store up the street that had the coldest Pepsis. You know when you drink one and it burn your chest, like, I swear I grew some
follicles right here. Like, it was like caveman chest.
Okay, every time I had drunk those cold Pepsi, it had to be cold, like, but nevertheless, it was bad. But you know what? One day, what was bad about it is that I would work out and reward myself with Pepsi. Girl, like, I was like, you gotta work out if you gonna drink this Pepsi. You gotta do this if you gonna drink that Pepsi. Like, where they do that at? And then, I kept thinking, girl, you a trainer. How you gonna help other people and you can't help right now? Like, what are we doing? What life choices have allowed us to get to this point? Because you doing the most. At this point, you doing the most. But for real, one day I was working out. I can't remember if I was doing planks or push-ups or whatever. Anyway, I was on my stomach and a thought came to me that was like, you need to go get a Pepsi. And I just cried out to God, and I was so tired. I was so sick and tired of myself. I was sick and tired of being in the situation because not only was I addicted to Pepsi, I had also destroyed my gastrointestinal tract. Okay, my GI tract, destroyed it. When I say your girl was regular, I was regular. I would go 3 or 4 days without a BM. Like, who does that? How is that healthy? Because it's not. It's not. All because I was making poor choices of what I was eating and drinking, just consuming, period. And then I had also developed a swollen lymph node on the side of my neck. And by the time I went into the doctor, because we don't like to go to the doctor. By the time I went to the doctor, they were just like, well, you made it here just in time. And they shot me in my butt with a steroid shot and put me on some antibiotics. And when I got the imaging, they were like, it's all right, And basically, it was a very bad ear infection. But because I went to the doctor, I learned how much I weighed. Hey, them numbers don't lie, okay? I was 210 pounds, the biggest I have ever been in my life, okay? The biggest. When I seen that number, it's just like, it took the breath out of me. I just wanted to pass out and cry, like, are you serious? Like, how did this happen? Like, you was like, how did this happen? But you know how this happened. You've been drinking and eating all the things that you don't need to be drinking. You know what to eat. You know what to do. But in that very moment when I seen those numbers and I really made a decision, like, something's got to change. And I was crying out to God, like, God, you have to help me. Like, I am sick and tired of myself, and I'm supposed to be a trainer, and I can't help myself, so I need you to help me because you said when I'm weak, that's when you're strong, huh? So I need you right now because your girl is feeling weak, okay? Your girl is feeling weak, and I need you to pull me up out of this, okay? So he gave me the idea of doing online fitness challenges, right? So not only was he going to keep me accountable, I was going to help other people reach their goals, which I did. I mean, it's the most amazing thing. And, I went from having to take a break after every exercise because my goddad would be like, girl, if you don't stop drinking water. He didn't know I was struggling. Even to this day, he talking about, I ain't even
know you gained all that weight.
Now, listen, I'm thankful, but dang, I was that big, you ain't noticed? Okay. But nevertheless, But I went from having to take a break after every little exercise to not having to. I mean, I can go hold a workout without drinking water. I mean, I don't suggest it because you need to stay hydrated. But, I'm just saying the progress. When I say I was struggling, I was struggling. Like, and I was so bloated through all of those videos that I was just like, how you living? Like, and I was always in pain because I always had pain. And you know what was giving me the pain, the gastric pain? A Pepsi. And your girl still drinking. Like, girl, get your life together. But Thank God for deliverance. I can say I haven't had a Pepsi because I put myself on a fast. God, I was like, all right, Lord. And it was hard, it was hard. And I feel like if I drink one now, I'll probably throw up. And I haven't had one at all. I'm just thankful for the deliverance, for the sacrifice, for the strength God gave me to allow me to make it through. Now, if you're in a similar situation, you can, of course, get my ebook, Overcoming Addiction, the Caffeine and Sugar Addiction. It is in the link below. Make sure you get it if you're in a similar situation. I pray that this helped you. I pray that if you're in this situation, know that there is hope at the end of the tunnel. There is light at the end of the tunnel. There is strength. God is giving you strength. Speak the word back to God. Like, God, you said in your word that when I am weak, that's when you show yourself to be strong. You said that I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. But Lord, I need you to strengthen me to get through this battle. I need you to strengthen me to overcome. I need you to strengthen me to be better. I need you to strengthen me to reach my goals. I need you to strengthen me because I am weak right now. Okay. I'm desiring the things that I don't need. I'm desiring the things that are not healthy for my body. I'm desiring the things that are not allowing my body to prosper because you said in your word that you desire for our bodies to prosper in good health as well as our souls. So my body is not prospering in good health because I'm not making healthy decisions. And that's carrying over to my spiritual life. So help me to make those healthy decisions so that I can fulfill the call on my life. So that I can be spiritually where I need to be. So that I can be healthy physically where I need to be. Hello? Because it's all connected anyway. So I pray that I help you. If you have questions, comments, concerns, I'll let you girl. Okay? Until next time, bye.